Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Into the Podcast. I'm your host Sam and I'm joined each and every week by the beautiful co-host Ryan. So hello Ryan.
Hello Sam.
How are you, mate?
I'm always good when I'm with you.
Oh, but we're
even
not
if it's
together.
virtually.
I was going to say we're not together, mate. We're a million miles away.
True, but I can see your face. And
We're
I can hear your
an
voice.
we're an hour and 6 minutes away to be exact.
Oh, it's really far, isn't it?
It's so far. Why did we used to do this face to face? Oh yeah, because you came to me.
Because I had to drive.
It was your only job, mate, and you managed to get rid of that.
That is true, yeah, and I've now got rid of that. So, but you've made me join a Discord group.
I have. Well, that was on my list of things to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, well, see how I went straight into that. It's like a professional. We've had no prep, but as usual, go straight to that. So now I have to apparently talk on Discord every now and then.
And you've said one thing so far.
I've sent 3 whole messages actually in three different of the sections.
That is good. You have no idea what a Discord is, do you?
What's Discord?
So, people, listeners, fans of all ages, we have a Discord server now. It's something I wanted to do for ages, but again, I actually, like you, have no idea how Discord works or whatever it is. We've always just used it as a platform to be able to talk to each other to play video games. Like, before we always used Xbox Party and stuff, but the bigger we've grown, like in a friendship group that play together, everyone plays on different platforms. So your Xbox, I'm PC, Max is PlayStation, so we can't all do that. So Discord is this beautiful little app that you can get on and talk to each other and have video, and that's exactly how we record this. This is all on Discord. But I'm part of a few servers. So Kennedy, that's been on the episode before, he's got a server for his streaming. Old Puntland Pirate, he's got a server where basically just get people to join it. You can chat, you can put all your information on there, all your announcements. It's a one-stop shop for everything. And if anything, this could save Megan a job. Because any information we have just goes straight into the server.
That is true, but then what about the people that aren't on Discord?
Get Discord.
That's true, but not everyone's going to get Discord, so Megan's still going to have to just... If anything, she's going to have to do twice as much work.
She's got to
have to read the Discord and then put it on the socials.
Yeah, this is very true. Or well, I'll tell you what, let's save her some work and get her to put it in the Discord as well. Megan, you're running the Discord. As soon as I made this and I said to her, right, because obviously you can, mate, I've learned all this. This has been a brilliant learning curve. I stayed up to like 3 o'clock in the morning building this. It was great. So nice. You can like assign roles. So you and me are the hosts, so we have full access. And then old Puntland Pirate and Megan are staff, so they get like nearly full access, but not as much. And then we just have like general members that can talk, can join things, but they can't get in certain areas of like this. We record this in one of the certain areas of the server where only you and me can enter. So when I said to Megan, I've created this, like I was really proud of myself as well, because it's quite complicated for me because I'm not an IT guy.
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, it's brilliant. And so I was really proud of myself, and I put it in there, and Megan's response was, so you just give me more work then? Okay. And I was like, no, be proud of me. I did something for the podcast. You keep telling us we have to do stuff for the podcast, and I did something.
I know.
So
and she asked us for like one picture last week, and I've still not sent it.
What? Oh shit, the mic. We'll do that in a minute. Yeah, I didn't do that either. So, Megan, we're so sorry.
One job. Which just said one picture.
Sorry, Megan. No wonder she ignored my message for 3 days when I said join the Discord.
Yeah.
Other things as well, mate.
Fair.
On a podcast level, numbers are through the roof at the moment.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening.
Because I'm not pushing the podcast, that's for sure.
I'm not.
I've actually deactivated my Facebook account because I was sick of it. It was just crap, and I was just scrolling for no reason on it. So I don't even push it on Facebook anymore.
Oh, somebody's listening somewhere. So I just want to say a massive thank you, because our numbers have like trebled, nearly quadrupled in the last 2 weeks. For some reason, keep it going. Absolutely loving it. Keep listening, and we'll try and pump out something. This is not the episode you want that on, because we prepped nothing once again. But just a massive thank you. If you're not following us on our social medias, please do. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that sort of stuff. YouTube now, mate. These videos go on YouTube.
I feel like I'm going to have to get a better camera. Look at the state of this.
Oh, no, mate. Mine's exactly the same. I'm going to have to get some like neon lights and stuff in the background. And
Yeah, it would look like we're on Kunkel's World. Kurt's World.
Kurt's World. Kunkel's World. So yeah, massive thank you. Get following us, all of that. If you could leave us a review on Spotify or something like that, that would be fantastic. Same on YouTube. Leave a little message just being like, enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it, and we'll see if it's worth uploading to it. Because we don't know. I know a few people have watched it on YouTube already because a few people's asked me for the link.
Well, there you go.
Then on top of all that, Ryan, not only did I make the Discord, start doing video and upload it to YouTube, I created a merch store.
I've seen.
Into the Podcast had a merch store with over 50 items to buy. For 20 minutes we had that store until I fell out with them and deleted our account.
Oh, so that message you put in the chat earlier.
Gone.
That would be... Oh, right, okay.
Gone, mate. So...
why?
Because, so... Basically, all you do is a pretty simple e-commerce website. The prices were very fair for some of these e-commerce things, because normally it's a print-to-buy sort of job. So we put them out there, we create the design and the T-shirts. You guys will buy them, and we get a small cut of that. So like £6 for a tee or something, they keep the rest of it. But it looked quite good. Normally for something like this, a T-shirt's 35, 40 quid. But they were 25 or something like that, which is pretty good for an e-commerce store. So I was like, oh no, this is good. So uploaded all the designs. You can move the logo about. You can have front, back, like change it where you want it. All looked banging, mate. Really, really, really enjoyed it. Then all of our designs went under review. So I emailed them being like, look, when you start this e-commerce thing, everyone gets 25% off for 2 weeks. And you've put all of our products under review. So all that's happening is the days are ticking down. So that's less time for our listeners to be able to get 25% off our merch. Like, can you please let me know what's going on? Get an email back today. Oh, really sorry. This does happen quite a lot, but we'll get it pushed through as soon as we can. Within the hour, mate, all green ticked. Go ahead. Your website's up and running. I had a look. Looked brilliant. Banged it in the Discord. Yep, this is great. Get some, push some posts out there. I was going to order some in myself. I had some really good baseball tees that we made. And within, 20 minutes of that store being up, they had declined all of that. So they approved them and then just randomly declined all of our designs. Bear in mind, these are all designs that I created. So it's not like they're copyrighted. Exactly. So I just emailed them back saying, thanks for messing me about. I'll take our custom elsewhere. Thinking I'll just make a new one. And now I can't find a website as good as that one. But I'm not creating more designs. Like, I don't know what more they want from me. We have a logo. Basically, the 3 designs were the little pictures of you and me that you can see in the corners.
Yeah.
Our logo and just the writing, so the Into the Podcast writing on like the chest piece, all designed by me. What more do you want? I don't know what copyright laws I'm breaking for me to use our logos on a fucking t-shirt.
I don't know.
Oh god, I was so pissed
off.
It's
so random for them to approve it and then decline it.
Within 20 minutes. So they approved it, then they put it under review, then they approved it, then they declined it altogether.
And did they say why they declined it?
Nope. Just declined it.
That's annoying.
Yeah, so because I was one of these like, oh fuck it, I'm just not going to bother with this. But I was like, nah, fuck them. I'm going to close the account altogether. Like, I don't want them having our information. I did that, and I was like, surely I'll find another one, but I've not. But lay off it. We've got some other pretty... I'm not going to talk about it just yet, because you and me, we have a business meeting this week, Ryan.
Oh my god, is that this week?
Yeah, at some point, yeah. We have a business meeting for something huge for the podcast that's really going to push it. Hopefully get us some more numbers, get some more listeners, but it's going to be an absolute treat for the people that have been listening this whole time.
Yep, absolute treat for us.
An absolute treat for us as well. So hopefully going to be working.
And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Fuck the listeners.
Fuck everyone else. We do what we want, always have done. That's why it sucks.
Yeah. So it's a wonder that anybody listens, other than just me and you, because we love ourselves that much.
And your mother. Your mother loves us too, because we are her sons.
Even she's fallen behind.
She hasn't.
So she has.
That is saying something.
Me at the weekend.
When your mum's not listening.
I know. What's going on, eh?
Jesus Christ. But anyway, yeah, so hopefully, I'm really hoping within the next couple of weeks we're going to have some massive news for you. Hopefully working with some very talented people to really sort of push the podcast and come up with some great ideas. We have said this before, that we've got some big things coming, and they don't because we're lazy. So
Pretty much, yeah.
This probably
I'm not
won't
sure-
happen.
yeah.
So basically what's going to happen is we are having a meeting before we have a meeting with this team where I'm going to tell you need to pull your finger out and talk on the Discord more.
I've just sent a message
Have
not
you
that long
actually?
ago.
Is that what you was doing when I clicked record and you was just staring at your phone?
No, I was doing prep for the episode.
Oh, nothing like last minute prep.
Yeah, I can do it on the go. We're that good.
Exactly.
We're that good. We're seasoned pros now. How long have we been doing this podcast? 2 years,
2 years,
exactly.
mate. It's madness, isn't it?
So,
and then one last thing, just to give it a quick push, then we get into the meat of the episode. Stoked and Woke Clothing is a clothing brand that we are sponsored by. That we kind of just lolled about, and we've got a clothing company. We've made money. So
we have real money.
two people have spent quite a large sum of money buying clothes from this sponsor and used our discount code. So if this is you, please message us because I want to know who it is. Because I'd also like a picture of you wearing it so we can pop it up on our Discord and on our Facebook and stuff. So thank you for whoever did that. You actually made us money. So we may as well keep pushing this, haven't we, Ryan? If people are going to buy
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, not that we hadn't forgotten about it at all.
Not at all. So this is what's going to happen because we are such loyal fans of the brand. Ryan, tell us all about Stoked and Woke Clothing.
All right. No worries. Stoked and Woke Clothing are a company that... sorry, 2 secs. I've got to... Just got to have a drink.
You haven't got a clue, have you?
Yeah, I have.
Go on then.
Let me just, Why is it?
You're trying to find the website, mate, so you can read off it.
No. The brand ethos is really built to reflect how we live as a family, 2 humans, 1 dog. Liz and I have a real passion for creating Stoke
And you?
on the daily. You'll often find us scaling some mountain peak in summer with Bella, or in winter heading out to get some snowboarding done. We love living outdoors and really appreciate being able to call the beautiful Austrian Alps home.
So what have you told us about the company?
And that's what brings us to our second part of our brand ethos.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Woke.
Woke, yes.
While this can be sometimes a controversial word, we like to think this simply reflects the way we choose to live life by remaining aware to the implications our actions can have on our surroundings. We choose to and enjoy living a sustainable lifestyle in every way we can, as we understand a little goes a long way. And if we all choose to remain a little aware about what our actions can cause, we can, together, protect the places we love to enjoy. ! Open brackets. For us, it's the lakes, rivers, and mountains in summer and snow in winter. Close bracket, full stop. Basically, Stoke and Woke Clothing is pretty much a brand and movement for like-minded people similar to us. There's really nothing else to explain there. There you go.
You have not told us anything about Stoked and Woke.
I've literally just read the brand ethos.
Yeah, we know what the ethos is, but what is it?
Within it. For the lakes, the rivers, and the mountains.
Clothing in it. Megan, that when we get t-shirts done, that's going to be our first quote t-shirt. Clothing in it.
Well, yeah.
Right, Chittenden, 2024. But
That's
seriously,
their job in marketing, honestly.
absolutely. Have a look in our bio underneath where you're listening to this or watching this. Stoked and Woke Clothing website will be there. Go on there, have a little look because it's all on. It's great stuff. Everyone I've sent to that website have all gone. That is actually really good stuff.
Oh, it is. All jokes aside, they have got lots of really cool stuff.
It looks banging. It feels great. I obviously bought one just as we sort of went into a little bit of affiliate with them. So it's great. And if you use our promo code, what is it, Ryan?
Into the pod,
you get 15% off. That's 15%.
That's a good chunk of percentage off.
It is. Now, we do have an actual advert for this by Matt, but I can't find it. I think it's on the old PC. So, Matt, you're going to be listening. Can you, if you've still got it on your phone, send us it again, mate, so we can just start inserting your advert in. Because, again, laziness on our behalf. I don't want to do this every week.
Yeah.
Not when you've done us such an amazing advert already.
Exactly.
Stoked and Woke Clothing. Website's in the description underneath. Go and have a little look. 15% off with promo code.
Into the pod.
Well
just superimpose my voice over that. Into the pod.
Oh my god, you're awful. Anyway,
I really bring nothing to this. I really don't.
You don't. Good looks, I guess. You are the face.
I'm not so sure about that.
You are the face of the podcast because you are the president.
I am a face. I'm not the face.
This is true. Right, so that's all housekeeping out the way. Socials, Discord, sponsors, gonna get merch, big news coming up. Ryan, what you been up to, baby?
I've been virtual realitying.
Oh my god, I wish I was invited to that.
You absolutely weren't. Because
tell us about it.
No, so we all went to. You were invited, you jerk. But a big group of 8 of us, we went to do a Warhammer 40k virtual reality. I don't know.
Game.
Game.
Was it Space Marines 2?
No. So, well, I mean, it's not dissimilar because you're a Space Marine in it and you're fighting the Tyranids, which is exactly what Space Marine 2 is. But it's an official Warhammer 40k licensed like VR game, and it was in Nottingham, which makes sense because they seem to have spread because obviously Warhammer World is based in Nottingham, and then they've got a few things. So they've got like an official 40k escape room in there, and they've got now they've got the VR.
They?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go do that. I love an escape room.
I've only ever done 2.
Yeah, I've only done 2.
3.
I love them, but I've only ever done 2 as well. Let's do it.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good
and
fun.
invite me to this one, please, bastards.
I'll invite everyone else because you just won't come.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Have you done a VR event before?
Never.
So I've done one before where it was like a zombie apocalypse one, and for those that don't know about VR, it's like, so you're in like basically an open space, like a warehouse, and you have the headset on, so like the big headset, so covers your eyes, so you can't see anything, and you get a weapon. So for this one, we had like a big like rifle. It had like a pump action grenade on it, and like you could a couple of buttons to reload and stuff. And you just it's so bizarre. It's so weird because I've done VR and stuff, like played on like our good friend Rich T. I've gone on his and stuff, but it's obviously quite limited because normally you play it at home, so not people don't have massive spaces. So suddenly you're in like this big open space and you can just walk around, which it feels so weird. Is
it augmented reality? Where it maps out your room and stuff. Is it like that? So it knows if there's a wall in front of you, it would show a wall in front of you on
yes.
the game.
Yeah. So it is augmented because like for the one we did this time, there was like a barrier, like a support beam for the roof, like in the middle of the room. So they just have that mapped in. So if you got too near that, and likewise, if you got too near to someone else, you get like a proximity alert and like a red like map would come up, and you got it like you're like boop boop boop, like proximity alarm.
Okay, that's cool.
So you knew and exactly where it was. Because it's bizarre as well because there's 8 of you, and you can see each other in this world, in this dark fantasy world. But you all just look like Space Marines.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
these massive, cool. Like 8-foot, like tank suit arm, like just fucking.
That's
monsters.
what you look like normally, anyway.
Well, I had a helmet on this time.
Yeah, of course.
So,
you don't normally wear blue, do you?
No, I don't. I'm normally a red guy.
Yeah, I can see.
It's also quite cool. So for this one, you sort of like you had a mission, you got like a mission brief, and it's like, oh, we're sending you in as like a fire team, and you got to like basically investigate what's happening on this planet, and you walk around, you have to like, like in a normal video game, it's like all players congregate on the lift, and then when you all walk over to that lit up section, then you go up in a lift type thing.
Yeah.
So you're constantly like moving around, and then you get off the lift, and you could walk off. But it's just weird because you walk in, but and you just completely got to trust what you're seeing. So you're in this fantasy world, and realistically, I've absolutely no idea what's around you or in front of you. I just think it'd be
all
mad.
the workers like this in your face.
Yeah, I know. it'd be amazing to just watch, like, to see what it actually looked like. You know, like a video of us walking around,
Yeah.
pretending like we're absolute badasses, but
And I
really
bet a
we just
few of
look.
you there really was as well.
Oh
I
yeah,
know was on that guest list, and I know a few of you took it serious.
oh yeah, absolutely. Um, so then yeah, it's just like it's a little bit formulaic because it was in terms of like the battles. It's sort of like, oh, you go into a new area, it's like hold here, and then the hordes would attack, and you'd have to like fend them off, which is quite similar to like the zombie one. It's like you'd be in like, I don't know, an abandoned house or abandoned building, and then a bit like, Nazi zombies type. They start breaking in through the doors, and you have to shoot them off and stuff.
Okay.
And then it just progressed through the different levels, and you got like higher, and you got attacked by gargoyles, and you had to shoot them out the sky, and more hordes turn up, and at the end you have to fight like a boss, like a hive tyrant, big thing, and then you end up having you defeat him, but he runs off, and then you have to do like a final showdown on the roof, and you kill him, and then the dropship comes in. You have to all get on the dropship, but it was so much fun. Like we'll have to do one. They are insane. Like as we were talking afterwards, it's like that feels like the future of
Oh
like
yeah,
entertainment.
100% will be.
It's literally like if you've seen Ready Player One, the film, it's literally that. You are in another world. You're not just sat playing a video game. You live in the video game, and the 40K setting worked really well because I feel like you naturally, because they say you don't run around, which is fair enough. You just like walk around and stuff. So because you're a space marine and you're like a big clunking like behemoth type, it kind of worked a bit more. It felt like it fit. It was a better fit.
Okay, cool.
Whereas when like I was like a human doing the zombie one, I kind of wanted to like run around and like fucking jump through barriers and stuff.
Roly-poly and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, 8 of us was a lot. I don't know if 8 was too many.
Right, okay.
There's quite a few times where you're getting on lifts, and like you had to split into like 2 fire teams. So you go for like 4 would go down on a lift, and the other 4 would cover type thing. But like it was quite snug at times with 4 of you. You just get having like proximity alarms going off all the time.
Okay.
So I think 6 would be the perfect number.
2 teams of 3 sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to be just like 2 of you or whatever, because I think it'd be a bit more limited. You want more people there. You get the atmosphere. Like you're looking around, you're seeing all your mates, and you can see like the gamer tag or their name or whatever the display name was above, and you're just all Space Marines. It's just cool. Honestly, it's hard to describe. It's just so much fun. I could do that all day. Although you get like a half an hour slot, and then you come out of it and suddenly walking down the street, and like my brain hasn't caught up.
Oh, really?
The fact that I'm walking
yeah.
in the normal world now, because you just walk in that. The weirdest bit, which freaked us all out. So, if you're just walking in the game, and then there's a ramp that goes upwards, you walk up the ramp, but in your mind, you're going uphill, and you are moving uphill in the goggles, but you're still just walking on a flat surface because there's no ramp in reality.
Yeah, it's like the videos you see of people walking on a plank, isn't it? But in real life, they're just walking normally, and they end up falling over.
Yeah, so it's so bizarre. Like you're just walking up this ramp, and your brain's telling you that it should feel like you're walking uphill, because that's what your brain's seeing, but your body's doing something. Oh, honestly, it's a proper mindfuck in that sense. That was horrible. Oh god, quite a few of us. Like, I can see why people wouldn't want to do it for longer than half an hour if you get like motion sickness or anything like that. But it's so much fun. It's the sort of thing where I did that, and it makes me want to get like a VR headset.
That's the thing, isn't it?
I don't know. It just is not going to be as good.
The thing is, and obviously Rich T he'll defend the honour of virtual reality all day. And I've been on Rich's. I've only been on Rich's in a big space. So when we've done like well-being days at work and stuff, we've done it in a hall. Yeah. I've been on other people's in a room, like just a living room, and I just don't feel there's the space for it.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to do it, so I know I want one, and every time I do VR, I'm like, fuck, I need to get one of these because it's just insane.
Oh,
I just know I wouldn't play with it. I mean, one of my old friends, Craig, he had Doom for his.
Right.
It was brilliant. So I'm in his front room, pop, 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 and you're going through all the tutorial bit, bang, bang. It's like, right, throw a grenade, and I'm like, cool, smash, and he's got this dangling light, shattered it to fucking 1,000 pieces, glass everywhere, blood everywhere. I was like, for fuck's sake! The thing is, just as I was about to do it, I went, be careful. I went, I will, smash. And
Yeah,
like,
but you just don't know because obviously you can't bloody see.
No.
Yeah, because like when I've done it like that, like if you're playing on riches, like you can't walk because it doesn't register that. So you have like you move like a console, so you're moving that as well, which can be quite disorientating as well. Like if you're moving with the console and looking around at the same time, like with the controller. Sorry. But yeah, brilliant, really good fun. Would definitely recommend it. The 40k one was cool because I know a lot of people, even if you're not into 40k, you don't need to be that. You're just fighting off an alien horde.
Yeah, oh god, absolutely. And it literally just could be space guys shoot aliens.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd enjoy it just as much. It's just the Warhammer tag that pulls people in that are into it.
Oh yeah, and I've seen like reviews for people that have said like, I've been a Warhammer 40k fan for the 30 years, so actually go do something like this and feel like I'm actually in the world and I'm taking on the role of a space marine. I'm getting to look around. For a lot of people, that's like for huge 40k fans, that's like a dream come true.
Oh god,
to actually feel a part of that world. Yeah, really cool. We'll have to do it again. I would definitely do it again. It was a lot of fun.
It wasn't that expensive either, was it? Was it 25 quid each because there was 8 of you?
Something like that. I think it was about 25, between 25 and 30 quid, something like that.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, is it?
Not bad. It's only half an hour, but I don't think it went by quickly, but I felt like we got our money's worth, if you know what I mean.
Oh, but it's the same as anything. You go axe throwing, you get an hour for 20, 30 quid. You go do anything, you only get a certain amount of time. But something like that, any more than that, and I think it probably fucked with your head a lot more than you thought anyway. Like,
absolutely.
If your brain wasn't catching up after half hour, imagine it after an hour, double that time.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, would definitely recommend.
And you won. I'm surprised you didn't start with that.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah, because they do a little leaderboard because you can see that in the game. So with your gun, you can see your gun, but if you hold your rifle up, then it comes up with your score, and then whoever's the MVP currently has a halo above their head.
Oh, amazing!
So I think it was Drew right at the start, and then I managed to take the title off of him, and then I kept it for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I bet. And I know Drew would have.
Drew was fuming. Yes, yeah, I know, yeah. Because he said because when we split off into the teams of 4, we were separate, so we couldn't see each other because we were in different parts of the map. And he said, I was looking around at my fire team and I couldn't see the halo, and I was like, it must be me. But
there you are above it, halo.
And then he's like, and then you just strolled in across the room like this huge space marine with his halo above his head.
I fucking love it, man. That's so cool. Cool. So that was in Nottingham. Do you want to give the place a shout out? Do you remember what it was called?
Oh, you're testing me now. It's like, I'll be able to tell you. 2 secs.
You could have just said no.
No, because Manager Megan will kick off if I don't give the actual name for us to tag.
True.
Zero latency.
Zero latency in Nottingham.
In Nottingham, it's pretty much attached to the Victoria Centre, so smack bang in the middle of town.
Sweet. There you go. Zero latency. Get them tagged. Everyone go. Do your Warhammer. Do a Warhammer escape room while you're there.
Yeah,
have a Warhammer day, and then afterwards, let's all go Warhammer World.
Yeah, and buy fuck tons of Warhammer 40k to not do anything with.
Yeah, that's why I'm not doing it. So,
hey, I've got a box upstairs that I've still not done anything with, so you can do the same.
I don't want to do the same. I've still got a box of other Warhammer that we don't play that I've not done anything with, so I'm good, thank you.
I'll break you down.
Yeah, I fucking promise you I will. Right, I unfortunately haven't done anything fun for ages.
That's a shame.
I've watched a few horror. So it's obviously October, slowly coming up to. I say I haven't done anything fun. I've had my kid. That's always fun. But like,
obviously.
I've not done anything like that. So just been watching quite a few horror films. Obviously, still got Shudder. There's been a few new ones out. But last night, so I follow a few horror review guys on Instagram. I'm a bit like you. I hate Facebook, but I don't mind scrolling Instagram.
Yeah, I'm the same actually for some reason.
So I don't know. I think it's because with that you're just kind of keeping up on celebrities' lives. Do you know what I mean? Or film news or whatever. Whereas Facebook is just a load of shit I don't care about. But I follow a few review guys, and it's normally like, oh, you know, the top 5 goriest films, or the top 5 this, top 5 that. And I came across this guy the other day that was like, I'm gonna review a film, and he was like, this film is genius, and your life will be worse off for watching it. And I was like,
interesting.
It piqued my interest now, son. Talk to me more. As soon as somebody says your life will be shit after you watch this, I'm like,
I'm in.
Talk to me, brother. So he was talking about.
Not sure what that says about you.
It's weird, but I was like, okay, talk to me. And he's going on. And he's like, it was so cryptic because he's like, I can't tell you what it is about this film. He's like, it's not overly gory. It's a home invasion film. It's nothing really new. It's like, it's just, and he keeps talking about how this film, it's like when you go and watch a film, there is an unwritten contract between you and the director of, I know I'm safe watching this film because you're going to do some fucked up shit, but I'm safe. There's boundaries we don't cross. And he's like, and in a weird way, the director breaks these boundaries. And I'm like, okay, keep talking. And it's like, but it's not with gore, it's not that. And honestly, I was sucked into this video. Just like, then what is it? And it's like, and it's like, you know, I would say go watch this film, but I really suggest you don't. Obviously, I did. So it's a film called Funny Games.
Okay, and it's on Shudder.
It's on Curzon.
Okay. No, I haven't heard of it.
Okay, so So Curzon is an app on Amazon Prime. It had a 7-day free trial, so I got it for that. So there are 2 versions of Funny Games. There is an Austrian 1997, that is the original, subtitled, and then there is I think it was 2017 remake with Naomi Watts and Tim Roth. So I was like, if we're going to do this, go to the original. Because what this bloke said was the remake is shot for shot exactly the same as the original. But obviously,
I just find that weird when they do that.
I'll tell you what, I watched the first, it was quite late last night, so I watched the first sort of 15 minutes just to see if it was. It was shot for shot. It was unreal to see the comparison of that. I was like, what the fuck? But as much as last night I couldn't really be asked with subtitles, you've got to go to the original. And what this bloke said was, although it's shot for shot, watching the sort of American remake takes away from it because we all know who Tim Roth is, we all know who Naomi Watts is, so it takes it away from it because you're like, oh, he was great in this film and she was great in this film.
Yeah. They're already established actors that you're already picturing as other things, aren't you?
Absolutely. So I found this film last night, put it on. It was fucking weird, man. Like, I cannot figure out whether I enjoyed it or not. I kind of did.
Has it made your life worse?
I mean, I'm confused. So a little bit. But then I'm thinking about it, and you know me, when I'm thinking about a film after it, it's normally a good sign. But it's just really weird. So it is a home invasion film. Upper class man, woman, their child, their dog, they go to their lake house for the week. These 2 weird dudes wearing white and white gloves turn up asking to borrow eggs, and then bit by bit it is very strange because they're not, it's very odd because they're not there immediately like, oh, be careful, these are the bad guys. They're just being normal people, and as the film goes you can gradually see how they've been fucking other people up along the way. So it's kind of like a big loop. So as you're watching the film, you're like, oh, I can see how they fucked the previous people up, and then I can see how they're going to fuck up the next people, and it's weird. A lot of really long, stretched out scenes. So there is a scene with a dead body in it. You don't see the person be killed, but when you go back to that, so when that person's being killed, you're just watching one of the kidnappers make a sandwich. You just hear all the ruckus in the background. He's making a sandwich. Then it goes to this scene, and it's just a long shot of the room. 2 people in fucking hysterics, the body on the floor, and blood everywhere.
Right. Okay.
And it's just it's about a 10-minute still shot of just these people having a breakdown. and like, what do we do next? And it's kind of like, and I'm like, I'm so confused because what is this? But at the same time, this is fucking genius, mate. The actors in this film, top notch.
Wow.
The female in it, so the woman who plays the mother, I've not seen acting like that in forever. It was unreal how good she was at playing a victim.
Funny games.
Funny games, it's called. Yeah.
I'm just gonna get it up whilst you talking, so I can look at it.
There's also some fucking really weird fourth wall breaks. There's about 3 or 4 throughout this whole film that make no sense and do not need to be in it. So he'll be talking to a character, you know, obviously it's in Austrian, and he's like, oh, you know, blah, 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 blah. We're going to hurt you, blah, 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 blah. Let's make it a competition. If you survive till morning, you win. If we kill you before the morning, we win. And then he turns to the camera and goes, who do you think will win? And then turns back. And he does that like 3 or 4 times. And it makes fuck all sense. But at the same time, I can't stop thinking about it, Ryan.
Yeah, okay.
It's such an odd film. I loved it. I'm thinking about it now. I think I loved it. I think it's got
great reviews.
It's got 7.5 on IMDb.
That's strong for a horror as well.
Yeah, I think it's like 87% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. Very high.
That is good.
The Tim Roth and Naomi Watts one, I think that's only 6.5 or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
but I can't stop. I cannot stop thinking about this film since watching it last night
that's a sign of a great film, I think. Not necessarily a great film,
if it made sense, but it did. But the acting was incredible, and it was kind of cheesy, but also kind of like the topic of the film was pretty gory and not nice. And there are parts of the film where you feel quite sick watching it because you kind of get stuck in that moment with them of not being able to escape. But with the kidnappers or the home invaders, like, they're not overly aggressive or anything like that. They talk very chill the whole way through it, and everything's just, we're just here for fun. We're just going to murder you off. It's fun, isn't it? Like, it's just a laugh. And it's just like that the whole way through. I love this film, Ryan. I've decided.
I love how you just talked that out.
But the problem is,
figured it out for yourself.
I'm now more confused at me for loving this film. Everything is confusing me right now. I feel like you felt when you walked out of that VR. My head's all over the place and I don't know what to do. Yeah. This film has not helped my life at all. That man was right. I just don't know.
You just discovered this revelation all on your own and just talking it out.
I am going... So I've got 7 days with this Curse and I don't know what else is on this app. It kind of pushes itself as like Oscar winner type films.
Right.
But the other funny games is on there. So I'm going to watch that tonight or tomorrow or something. Just to, again, shot for shot. It'd be nice to see it, not have to read subtitles and see how Tim Roth and Naomi Watts doing it. But whilst I've got it.
Don't you think that's weird though when they do a remake and they do shot for shot exactly the same? I don't get it personally.
I maybe get it for... So I don't know. First time I've heard of this story. So it could be a case that this had quite a lot of success, but he did it like years later for the idea of, well, it's now got to reach a bigger audience. So let's just put some famous people in and get rid of the subtitles, which might pull more people in. I don't really know the backstory of this one, but
yeah, it's weird because
it's weird to watch.
I just as a concept when they do that, because I think they remade Psycho, obviously Alfred Hitchcock classic, considered one of the greatest horrors or thrillers of all time.
Yeah.
Then they remade it in like the 90s. Like I'm sure like Vince Vaughn's in it.
Vince Vaughn was in it, yeah.
And they've just done it shot for shot exactly the same.
Weird.
And it's just worse.
At what point in Vince Vaughn's life should he have been in Psycho? Because I followed Vince Vaughn for quite a few years at this stage. And I don't think at any point in his career I've gone, he needs that role. I didn't hate him in True Detectives.
Yeah, I only saw a bit of the season with him in it.
I didn't hate him in it. It wasn't great, but actually that serious role he fit in quite nicely in it. I wasn't against it.
See, has he bookended his career with like more serious to start with, and now he's a bit more serious, and then he just hit like the peak 2000s comedy?
That was the good Vince Vaughn, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Old school Vince Vaughn, Wedding Crashers Vince Vaughn. That was the good Vince Vaughn.
that's like dodgeball.
Dodgeball, duck dodge, dip, duck,
You know,
dive, duck.
yeah, the 5 Ds. Come on, got to listen to Patches O'Houlihan.
What? Dip, duck, dip, dive. I can't remember what it is.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
That was it. Good old Patrick O'Houlihan. Fucking Vince Vaughn was in Psycho, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, he was in Jurassic Park 2 in like 1997.
Oh, fuck, he was, wasn't he? Yeah.
He was a photographer.
Oh God, Vince Vaughn. Nah, stay doing dodgeball. Would you watch a Dodgeball 2? You know how they keep bringing out like Anchorman 2 years later, unneeded, Zoolander 2. If they brought out a Dodgeball 2, would you go and see it?
Is Steve the Pirate returning?
Yes.
Then yes.
I mean,
Yes.
he would definitely be in it, but I think we would have to go and see that film, wouldn't we? Just for nostalgia
absolutely.
reasons. It would be dog shit, and it wouldn't be as good as the original.
No, of course not.
Because kind of what makes these films great are the fact that they're normally one and done. Zoolander and Anchorman, yes, they were cult classics because they're a one done, perfect, and you can keep going back from that and you get the same from it from the first time you saw it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't bring out a second. I hope they don't do that with Dodgeball. No, I do. I hope they do. I'm so confused. I really liked Funny Games.
Did you, though?
No, I think I hated it. It made no sense.
You're hurting my head.
Mate, I'm hurting my head. I'm so confused in this episode. Right. I don't know where we're going. What was we going to do? I'm really fucking fraggled myself, mate.
You've absolutely scrambled your brain.
Oh, no. Right, okay.
Maybe I shouldn't watch it.
I think you should.
Maybe I should. But do I want my life to be a little bit worse?
Well, I just want to know how you feel about it, because if I've got somebody to latch onto and just agree with blindly, then I feel a lot better about my life.
Yeah. But I'm already pretty confused, but I'm not as confused as you are, but I don't want to be more confused, because that's just more confusing.
Yeah, it is, but you get things. You're a smart kid. You went to university.
I did.
I did not. Use that degree, Ryan, and watch Funny Games.
I have got a degree in film studies.
Exactly. Make it make sense for me.
Okay. Give me a free Curzon trial.
You get a free Curzon trial.
But I always forget to cancel them, and then I end up paying for a month's subscription, and then I don't watch it, so I've just wasted $7.99 or whatever. And I basically should have just bought Funny Games for probably £4 and saved myself £3, even if I never watch it ever again.
It's $3.99 to rent.
Well, there you go. So I've just saved myself £4.
Or just remember to cancel the subscription.
Nah.
Be an adult for once in your life. You have a degree.
If I forget to do that now, and then if I watch Funny Games and become more scrambled in the brain, I'm definitely not remembering to cancel it.
Oh, I'm not going to remember to cancel this, but I need to watch Funny Games 2, the funnier game. With Tim Roth.
Return of the ha-ha.
Tim Roth brings all the ha-ha in this film. Yeah, so that I was going to do the substance, but I'm not going to, because that one was even fucking weirder, and I don't think my brain can take any more of this at the moment. I've run out of Fanta Fruit Twist, and I don't know what to do with my life now.
No. I was going to ask you this question, because I was thinking about it on the back of the Terrifier, when I've been telling people about Terrifier 3, which we talked about last week. Why? I'm going to ask you this question, Sam. Why do you like horror?
So this is really weird. So horror, and I think I've said this before, horror is my go-to. I love horror.
Mm-hmm.
I probably dislike 9 out of every 10 horror films I watch. 9 out of 10 horror films.
Most of them are sort of B-movie dross. That seems to be like, if you're going to make a B-movie and you need something cheap, horror's the go-to. Probably because it's so popular as a genre. I don't know.
I think this would be a good one for Max, really, because he's a psych, so he could delve into my mind and tell me. Because is it that I enjoy the feeling of watching a fucked up horror film? I like to feel that, but I could get that from a romantic film. I could get that from, I don't know, what's the one with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper? A Star Is Born. That made me feel something. That made me cry. But I don't like
Yeah.
that feeling. That film makes me feel sad. I like the feeling of, oh, that was scary. Oh, that person's in 7 pieces now. Am I just used to feeling like that, and that's what makes me feel comfortable? I don't know, mate.
I don't know, because this is what I don't know. I don't know, because what is that? Because you're not in the minority. There's a reason that horror is a huge genre, and that they churn out like B movie after B movie, and people go to see it. People, people queue up to go watch Terrifier 3, which is a horrific film. But why? Like, what is it about horror that people love and find, and like yourself can find comfort in? Like, your go-to is, I've had a tough, stressful day. To make myself feel a bit better or feel whatever, or to relax myself, I'll put on a horrific film where people will be butchered and murdered and tortured and all the worst things that could happen to someone.
I think for me, it's thrill-seeking. Personally, I'm not. I don't. Honestly, I'm a pussy, mate. I'm scared of pain. I'm scared of anything scary. I don't go on roller coasters. I don't do any of that stuff. So my only thrill-seeking comes from, like, I wouldn't go to a haunted maze, because that terrifies me.
I thought you would.
The idea of somebody jumping out of me, makes me feel sick.
Right.
But if I can get that same feeling from the comfort of my bed,
yeah, like a diluted version of that.
A diluted version, maybe, because I would love to do a haunted maze or one of them type things. I would love to do it because it's right up my street. But the idea of someone jumping out of me, honestly, I have a lump in my throat now thinking about it. It's terrifying. But when I was a kid, my parents took me to, at Whitby, there's this Dracula thing you can walk around. And someone jumped out at me there and made me cry when I was a kid. And I've held that for all these years. And I'm still terrified.
A bit of trauma for you.
That is full trauma, mate. So maybe that's what it is. I can't do that because my mum fucked me up.
Yeah.
She sent me through this scary maze when I was a kid. And now I need to try and overcome it by watching horror, but not. But then you say that, like, there's a big thing, isn't it, for... you see it a lot on TikTok of, I just want to get home and have a relaxing day, puts on a true crime documentary. That's the same sort of, I guess in a way it's the same sort of thing. But I know so many people that love true crime but hate horror. And that I personally don't get. I'm like, the difference.
Oh yeah, I think that's quite common because a lot of people.
There's a big difference between Art the Clown and Ted Bundy. One happened, and you're watching the one that happened.
Yeah,
in graphic
exactly.
Details.
Yeah. And maybe that's maybe it's just escapism, like all film, maybe, and it's just maybe it's nice to look at someone get horrifically butchered and go, at least that's not happening to me. Well, my life could be worse.
All that happened was I ran out of butter today, and I can go get more butter. He can't get another head, can he?
I hate running out of butter.
It's the worst, isn't it? Or milk and butter are the two things that piss me off when I run out of.
Yeah.
If you run out of bread, it's not a problem. I ain't bothered about it, if I'm honest.
But then what are you going to put your butter on?
But it doesn't matter. I'll just go get bread as and when. I'll just have something else. But if I go to have like a sandwich and there's no butter, I'm not having dry bread, am I? I'd rather have no bread than dry bread.
Yeah.
I would rather get chopped up by a fucked up clown, a supernatural clown, than have no butter on my bread, Ryan.
So there's the real horror film that we need to make. Just opening the fridge one day when I've made a sandwich. It's all ready. I just need to butter the bread and no butter.
But you're being forced to eat the butter.
Oh no, the butterless bread.
By some Austrian guy wearing white gloves who keeps talking to the wall as if it's an audience. Because that'd be really confusing. You'd have no bread and you'd be really confused, but you think
I'd be pissed off and confused.
You don't know if you're enjoying what he's doing, but you think you are? You're not sure?
No, but I'm definitely not enjoying the bread.
But you're definitely not
the butterless bread.
You're having a shit sandwich. Why is it you love horror though, Ryan? You tell me. Come on. Dig deep.
I don't know. This is what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure it out as we go along.
Well, we'll figure it out for me. Mine's trauma. Mine's trauma because my mum made a vampire jump out at me once. So I'm trying to thrill chase, and the fact that I apparently feel comfortable with horrific feelings instead of feeling loved.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I have a love-hate
Therapy doesn't help. I've spent so much on therapy, and I'm still watching these films, right?
Oh, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry.
Oh, and what were you saying? Sorry.
I can't remember. No, I feel like I have a love-hate relationship with horror because I still do get scared at horror films. Not like the shit ones. Like if there's a proper like supernatural ones get to me the most, or like the creepy ones. So I don't enjoy them, but maybe it's the enjoyment of like you said, like feeling something. Like you can feel these emotions, but in like a safe place. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
That is it for me. It's having that scary feeling in a safe place because I love it. I do love it.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a bit of adrenaline, isn't it? You get a bit of, I don't know.
Yeah, that adrenaline
people,
rush.
yeah, because people love it. Because obviously you don't like it, but people love like the mazes or like the scare fests or whatever. They're becoming increasingly more popular. You know, Halloween I feel like is when I was a kid, it was kind of everyone did like the trick or treating thing, but that was it.
That was it, yeah.
And like you might have the odd Halloween party. Halloween still felt quite American in a lot of ways. But whereas now I feel like we're almost on the same level. Like I feel like we treat Halloween as a celebration, as a festival, like as an event. It's getting in the same way as bloody Christmas. Like, you know, you get to September and you've got Halloween decorations in all the shops.
Oh god,
and
earlier than that,
it's
yeah.
huge, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
I love it though. Halloween, it will always be my favourite. I'm not really a Christmas guy. I try every now and then to get into it, but Halloween for me, there's just spooky stuff everywhere. The dude that lives across the road from me, the guy is a genius. So his decorations are already up.
Right.
And it is fucking terrifying out there.
Yeah.
His whole house is lit. He's got skeletons hanging. He's got this massive ghost because he's got like a house with a garage on the side. He's got this massive ghost woman like hanging there. So when the wind blows, it moves. Mate,
that's horrific.
Oh, it's so good though, and he's really good. So in fact, it's that good. I took my little in there last year. We spent ages talking to him because he opens up his garage and his partner is normally there, and she's doing some stuff and giving out candy and stuff. But then he will do marshmallows over the fire with kids, and then like I said, bearing in mind, and kids love to go back. My little one's asked her mum to drive all the way out to our house to go to him. Instead of having a bowl of candy, he has a dead body, and you've got to reach in his guts to get the candy out.
Oh, amazing.
But like kids are doing it, and then he builds coffins for you to put your kids in and take pictures of them in.
Bloody hell, proper goes to town then. That's cool.
This dude was fuck all for Christmas. So when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is outstanding. Like, I bet Christmas is going to be great. Does nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
But
well, maybe it's just like you, like Christmas is not his thing. He just loves Halloween.
That's who I want to be when I'm older.
Well, you can be that.
I want to be that guy that's like, we're going to his house for Halloween because he's going to put on a great time.
Yeah.
But I hate people, and I have a lot of trauma.
You'll be scared.
What if one of the kids jump out at me? I'd be terrified.
I know, they're all dressed up scarily.
No, a little Frankenstein comes up to me and shit me then. I've got an open fire there, Ryan. Who knows what will happen? Oh dear. So we don't know. People write to us, tell us why you love horror, or if you don't love horror, why not? And tell me where I can feel better, please. Links in the bio would be fantastic. Because I can't do romantic comedy.
No, I can't really.
I can't do it. It's really weird because I always say it's the same bullshit. When it comes to romantic comedy, it's the whole, we're going to fall in love, I'm going to do something to upset you, I have to do a big gesture to win you back. It's so formulaic a romantic comedy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Horror films are so formulaic to the point where when everyone got used to a jump scare, they got rid of that and brought in the double jump scare. So I look that way, there's no jump scare. I look that way, oh, there's a jump scare. Not in 2024, mate. Looks that way, no jump scare. Looks that way, no jump scare. Looks that way, oh, jump scare. They just add an extra step to the jump. In a couple of years, mate, we're right back to left.
We're like watching a tennis game, like just back and forth constantly until we get the jump scare.
That'll be the whole story. So, the end. We're at right. Our horror film. We're adding that in.
Okay.
I want to go for at least the 12 step jump scare.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
1, 2.
But you've got to have two people like what the fuck are these two doing in the background, and we've got to break the fourth wall twice, so it makes no sense. So
Obviously. So we're getting elements of funny games into our film.
We're getting elements of everything into our film, mate.
Yeah,
We literally stole this from the scrotum.
It's a homage to all things horror.
All things horror, whether it be a fucked up film about haunted boobies or a film about, I'm not sure what happened, but Austrian? Maybe?
Austrian?
It was an Austrian film.
Yeah. What? Funny games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was Austrian.
Yeah, it was Austrian.
I read that earlier.
Right, so we was going to sit down and have a look at... We was going to look at some horror characters this week and sort of delve deep into the idea of who is the best horror character, what do they bring to the table, but we are hitting nearly an hour, so I feel we save that and we make a full episode of it next week.
Yeah.
Really do our research.
What have we spoken about today?
Stoked and Woke Clothing?
Yes.
You spent 15 minutes reading their webpage to us.
We did a great advert for Stoked and Woked.
I don't know what we spoke about. Good luck telling Megan what to advertise on this one. Because I've got a fucking clue.
What do we call it?
Funny games. There you go.
Funny games. There you go.
Easy.
Yeah.
So we've got a thing for it. So next week we're going to delve deep into horror characters. You know what? Let's really go into it. Let's go for the good and the bad.
Yeah, okay.
Let's bring some of the goodies in.
Perfect time for Halloween.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. That's also why
Halloween special.
Exactly. That's also why I've been trying to stretch out that funny game story. Because I was like, I don't want to just put 10 minutes into this part, because I think this would be a good chat. So let's have a full episode on that. So if you guys listen, drop us some ideas, drop us some message. Let us know who you think the greatest horror character would be, who your favourite is. We can read a few of them out. We can discuss what people's ideas are. Get on our Facebook. In fact, I tell you what, the best way of doing it would be to join our Discord server. And you'll find that because we're going to keep putting it all over our Facebook. Find it on there, join us, and have a chat with us about horror.
Yeah.
And then
or anything else. Because we've got lots of different
channels.
Yep. Where we talk about all sorts of pop culture stuff.
Such as what, Ryan? Tell me what channels are in our server.
Snack of the Week.
Yep.
Which we haven't done today.
Nope.
Manager Megan Appreciation.
There is a whole... that is the busiest one.
My favourite channel.
Yep, that is the busiest channel on our server at the moment. Is Manager Megan Appreciation.
Film Chat.
There is Film Chat.
TV Chat.
There is TV Chat.
Gaming Chat.
There is Gaming Chat.
I'm doing pretty well here.
You are doing pretty well here. It's a bog standard server.
Announcements.
There are announcements, which today announced the opening of our merch store. And then I had to delete it.
General chat.
There is a general chat in there, mate. All got emojis on them as well, so they look pretty as well, don't they?
Yeah.
So notice that I emojied them up.
Emojied. They're emojied to the max.
I had to go on a website called Emojipedia. Just so I could find them.
Wow.
Well, it's the only way to copy and paste them. I didn't know how to find them elsewhere. So.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty much all the channels.
That is pretty much all the channels. There's a little channel for us to do the podcast on. There is a watch party channel because we're going to start doing watch parties. This is something I'm going to make you do, Ryan, because fuck you. Basically, the whole idea of this came because I watched our live stream episode back and we spoke about doing a live Royal Rumble drinking game.
Yes, we did.
And I was like, oh, we could, do something in a Discord. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to make a server solely so we can do that. So I've made a watch party room where we can all get together. We just bang a film on. We can all sit there, all watch it together. A few beers, have a chat whilst the film's on. And I think...
I hate talking whilst the film's on.
Tippy-tappy. Tippy-tappy, mate. You've not got a tippy-tappy on the keyboard, have you? If I stop people from talking in it, people can just talk in the chat.
Honestly... There's nothing worse than people talking during the film.
You're in charge of the watch party channel.
This is the watching room, Not the talking room.
Should I add another channel underneath watching room, talking room?
Yeah,
People have to leave it
do.
to write, oh, the film's good.
Yeah, exactly what I want.
Oh my god, in the next week, should I do a watch party of funny games?
Sure.
And then
Can you put it up for everyone else to watch, or does everyone else have to?
Yeah. Yeah, so basically it'd be like this. It would just be the screen. You'll see my screen, which would be the film.
Right, okay.
And then we can all tippy-tappy away and everyone can talk about how amazing it is, but not too much because you've got to read the subtitles, remember?
Ah, okay. That could be confusing.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's why we're going to do it. Anyway, we're going to leave it there because we're an hour in and I've got places to go and people to see. So, Ryan, last week I told you I didn't need you to give us any special words, but this week I feel I want some from you.
Okay.
So, this week I want you to give our listeners one job to do for the week. One job that is going to better their life.
Watch funny games. Oh, no, wait. That's going to make it worse. Not better their lives. That's going to...
It does make it so much worse.
Why don't the listeners decide on who the greatest horror character is of all time and drop it in our Discord?
What if they're not in our Discord?
Then they need to get Discord and join the group by following this link.
I don't know where we're going to put it. So just you point up and down and I'll point side to side. In this link.
Was that the right answer?
No.
Fuck.
That'll do though for this week. Get on Discord. Tell us who your favourite horror character is. Peace!